Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will explain you how the price of natural gas has moved in the last 2 days and how the price of natural gas can move in the next 2 days. See, overall trend for natural gas is continuously on the downside, as you can see looking at this particular chart. Okay, otherwise if you have seen, the volatility in the natural gas price have come since August of 2021. Otherwise you have not seen there's so much of volatility. Okay, and this volatility you have seen only at this particular zone after August of 20. Otherwise, if you look at this particular chart, it was moving in this particular zone only. The maximum it went is $5, and that is only for one time. After that it was continuously moving in this particular zone, and this is I'm telling you from 2016. Okay, now after that what we have seen, there is a continuous upside. Okay, but one other important thing that you have to understand here is that there is a pattern forming. Okay, why I'm explaining you this? Because you have to understand that the natural gas moving out and going upside with creating a same pattern, so chances can be high that it can repeat this pattern for the next trend. So it can create the same pattern we can see this particular time also. There is high chances. Okay, now what this pattern says, that whenever it crosses its previous high, we have seen a sharp fall comes. And why I'm explaining with this in every video, because you have to understand that if it form a swing, then chances are high once it crosses this particular resistance and keep on hitting the next resistance, chances can be high that this pattern can be created again. Okay, so what you can see looking at this particular chart, now overall trend is downside. Okay, and there is high chances that it can move further low, because we have not seen since August of 2021 this particular zone. Okay, now suppose if before we move forward and explain you where the price of natural gas can move, if you have any doubt, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. Please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link I have given in the description. You can join that too. Okay, now look at this particular chart. Suppose if this level didn't sustain, then we can see it can move further down towards a level of $2.4, and from there we can see it can touch a level of around $2.310. Suppose if the price fall below that particular zone, we can see a level of $2.24, and from there we can see it can go further low towards a level of around $2.068. Okay, keep this in mind. Once it fall below a level of $2, chances are very high we can see it can fall further down towards a level of $1.938, and from there we can see it can cross a level of around $1.629, which is a weaker support. So chances are high we can see it can move further down. Okay, this is, or probability is high it will come in this particular zone and it will trade in this zone for quite some time. Okay, now what you can see looking at this chart, suppose it form a green candle or form a swing at this particular zone, which is on a lesser chances, but if it formed, okay, and there is a gap also you can see looking at this particular chart. Suppose it form a green candle, and then the next resistance we can see coming at around $2.727. Okay, that means suppose if this level sustain, then we can see it can touch this particular zone, and from there we can see it can touch a level of $2.879. Suppose if the price sustain of that particular zone, it can touch a level of around $2.930, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of around $3.065. Okay, suppose if the price sustain above that particular zone, it can go and touch a level of around $3.23, and this particular resistance is a weak resistance. So keep this in mind. Once it sustain above a level of $3, we can see it can touch this particular zone, but it can cross this particular zone because this is a weak resistance. So we can see it can go towards a level of around $3.3. Okay, once it goes above that particular zone, then we can see it can touch a level of around 3.5, and from there we can see it can cross a level of 3.7, because is again a weak resistance. So chances are high we can see it can go further upside. Okay, once it move up that level, you can check my weekly videos or monthly video where I explain where it can move. So chances are high once it goes above a level of 3.5, we can see it can go further upside. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs in the description. Okay, so now you have to understand something, that suppose if you're trading, most of the people lose money in trading. Suppose if you're trading with $10,000, try to trade with 10 to 15% of capital per trade. That comes to 1,000 to 1,500. Risk of 0.5 to 1%, that is 50 to 100. Suppose if you took 5 trades, maximum loss you can do is 500 for all trades, 100 per trade. Okay, now suppose if you took, now what you can see looking at this particular chart, you lose all 5 trades. You can focus more on profit rather than recovering this particular loss. Okay, why? What is the benefit? And people lose so much money, 5,000, 3,000, and in that process they lose their full capital in order to recovering of that particular. So I teach how to overcome all these things. Okay, if you want to attend that workshop, mail me regarding that and we can work on the timing. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.